Hello, everybody, and welcome to edition number 5 of the Soccer Brain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a snapshot, a still photo of the game, going to break that down into academic theory, and I'm going to connect that snapshot in the game to training session design and how I do it. So let's start right away. If you take a look at the two yellow lines, these yellow lines show the player's visual perception, right? Their visual perception in between these lines is they're getting direct information from the environment through visual perception. Now, inside that visual perception between the yellow lines, the player will attune, means they will focus on the important information. Now, information that's important right now is the location of the teammate. Notice the location of the teammate is on sides, in between defenders, with a body orientation, which is side on. Now, the player on the ball knows through this in real time current feedback loop that a pass to that player's back foot can lead to a scoring opportunity. Now, the player who positioned their body orientation half turn recognizes the same invitation for action, the same opportunity for action because it's what the defense is giving them. And that's called a shared affordance. Both players see the same thing with the same end goal of getting a shot on target and scoring a goal. Now, through the affordance of playing this ball to the back foot, that opportunity exists right now in the current moment. However, affordances and opportunities for action, invitations for action, these things don't last forever. The affordances can come and go. They can open and decay in real time. They can shut down and open in real time. So just imagine the defender shifted 4 yards to the right. What was an invitation for action? What was an affordance? That ability to score right then and there would now be gone because it changed. So, what is the other? Because at the end of the game, this is an invasion sports game. Can we exploit space and time to score goals? If that shuts down, do we have to play forward to create another scoring chance? No. Maybe the next best thing is to play square or back in order to give it time to open up another opportunity for action where we can actually score on the goal. So now let's take a look at a small to medium area environment where we're really working on getting players in positions where they can receive in space to that back foot. So it's a 3v2 as one player stays in that middle channel looking to adjust their body positions. We can run this a million different ways. We could have a 3v1. We could have two players in the center channel. This is a low workload. It's not a high workload. Now here you see this is a 3v1. We have three players in the middle channel. Maybe we could adjust that to two and then one in the back square. But you again look at the body positions they have to take to eventually get this ball forward to the other side of the exercise. These are game representative. They're not highly game representative, but they're game representative enough so players start to understand about body orientation, about exploiting time and space to keep the ball away from a defender. There is no transition in this game, but this is a very simple exercise. Two different environments that we would do in the beginning of practice. Now, if we want to get more game model specific, take a look at this. There's 5-3-2 in the defensive zones. Those zones are actually marked off in lines on the field as our attacking team has to break down a low block. And breaking down a low block is one of the most difficult things there is to do in soccer. And you could see by that still shot, they're trying to find space in between lines and in between players. This is highly game representative. There's actually three counter goals at half field. So if the team in white does win the ball, they can immediately counter on any of the three goals. Now, if this isn't really a counter exercise or a counter pressing exercise where you're really trying, but all four phases, we haven't separated this, are involved. You could say maybe in 6 passes or less, you have to score. So the emphasis really does stay on the attacking team trying to break down the line of 5-3-2 and finding spaces in between players, in between lines to the back foot. This is a progression in practice. You saw the small to medium environment. This is a larger, more game representative environment, a highly game representative environment. So all this is from the still clip. All this is academic theory using constraints in the training session. And let's just end it back with, here's where we started. Player in between players, in between lines, these in between players looking for that body orientation, receive on the back foot, finish into the right hand corner of the goal. And that is academic theory. That is vision, that is direct perception, that is affordances, shared affordances. This is meaningful decisions in game representative environments. It doesn't have to be always the highest game representative environments, but game representative environments where we couple our physical actions to our direct perception, which is visual perception. Hope you enjoyed it.